Ginu Joseph, Global Group Editor of Modern Plastics TV and Modern Plastic Network here in Kathmandu, Nepal. At Mangalam Group, one of the largest producer of pipe and fittings. I'm going to see Mr. Abhinav Churiwal, Managing Director of Mangalam Plastics and Mangalam Group. You will have some insight on the market of Nepal and how the trend is changing, how he grown his company from where, and an insight of Mangalam Group you will have. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Abhinav, welcome to Modern Plastics TV, and thank you for joining us, giving us your valuable time, giving the insight of plastic industry and about your company. Could you please tell our viewers about Mangalam Group? How did you started the company, and how the growth happened, and what is the current situation of your company?
So Mangalam Pipes, we started in 2000. The idea was conceptualized in 2009, and we started the company in 2010 to make PPR pipes, actually. The green colored PPR, BPPRC pipes that you use for hot and cold water plumbing. However, while the plant was under construction and the machineries were yet to come, we figured that PPR was losing its sheen in the market, and people were slowly moving to this new system of a plumbing system called CPVC, which in India also I think there were few companies only manufacturing at that point. So we took a brave call at that point to see if we could move from PPR to CPVC. So we tried and see if we could get license from Sekisui, Kaneka, or Lubrizol of that sort at that point, and we ended up getting our license for supply from Kaneka at that point, and we started in 2011. We started manufacturing CPVC as the first manufacturer for CPVC in Nepal. Now, because we were the first, we had our share of issues and everything, but because we were the first and the only player in the market, we could actually, let's say, make our mistakes and grow in a very barren market. And fortunately so, the market really expanded for us, and we could really place our products in a very vacant market at that point, which laid the foundation stone for the growth in the future to come. The second phase of growth that came for us was during after the earthquake, which obviously was a disastrous situation for Nepal, but the kind of construction activity that took place after the earthquake in terms of rebuilding and everything really took our market share from I think about $3 to $4 million at that point to 10 million all of a sudden with the next year itself. And obviously got us to the expansion stage, and adding new products and new requirements for the products came up because the whole building materials industry ballooned right after the earthquake. Ever since we have focused on giving quality products since our beginning, and we are known for our quality in Nepal, and that is the reason why we are where we are today. We started working on a new greenfield plant in 2018, which was supposed to be one of the single largest plant in Nepal for CPVC, PVC, HDP pipes, along with multiple applications of PVC pipes, which we completed the first phase got completed in 2019 December, and the second phase we completed in 2021 January. Although it was difficult during COVID times, but that has led to our infrastructure being the strongest in Nepal in the plumbing industry. So that is the growth so far. As far as Nepal is concerned, the macro view for Nepal is very positive, I feel, because still bulk of the Nepal's population lives in the rural area. and the bulk of Nepal's geography is not yet developed, like from roads to electrification to any sort of infrastructure projects that need to come in. Uh, so I see that at least for the next 10 to 15 years, we see that the growth that we saw in the last 10 years is going to continue in the same growth rate. So yeah, the macro view for Nepal looks very positive. There are short-term issues that we keep facing in a market like Nepal, which is because being a landlocked country, having no port of its own, and being reliant on a second country port for our supplies, it obviously has issues in terms of our costs and supply timing and the kind of stock we have to maintain for our products. Other than that, I think the light at the other side of the tunnel is very bright, and we see that we will be one of the premium growth drivers for Nepal in the plastics industry going ahead.
I could able to understand the growth in a bigger way and where you started, and what are the facilities in your plan, like which all machines you use, and what are the challenges basically you face?
So we are currently using 6 extruders, 2 for CPVC from Bear Machinery China, 2 for PVC from Cabra, and 2 from Sai Machine for HDP, Sai Machine Tools Indore. For the injection molding, we have about 8 machines from Haitian Plastics from China again, but that was also because the Indian injection moldings, I think there is an anti-dumping duty on Chinese injection molding machines in India, because of which the Indian machinery is priced quite high. I'm very happy with all these machines because we are getting the desired output and the required quality that we need from our investment, and the maintenance of the plant has been like reasonably low. The maintenance costs. So yeah, as far as challenges are concerned, I believe from the machinery point of view, there is not much, except that the government here doesn't allow us to send the machinery or machinery parts to China or to India to get it repaired very easily. So for that, the process is pretty cumbersome, which takes time. So we have to maintain extra spares or just call for a replacement rather than taking the hassle of getting the product repaired. Any part, let's say a gearbox for an extruder needs repair, which is a very expensive product. So rather than getting that repaired, it is easier for us to just call for a new one. So these are small issues that we face on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, there is no service infrastructure for most of these companies in Nepal, which obviously leads us to keep in-house technicians who are qualified to fix the machines whenever there is an issue. Other than that, I don't see there is much issue with the machinery point. Labor, for unskilled labor, we have a decent number of labor available in Nepal. However, for skilled labor like operators, supervisors for the machines and the plant itself, we all have to rely on Indian because there is no as such vocational training for running machinery or that kind of experience in the in the Nepalese market because of low industrialization in the Nepal market also. So people are not very well trained in mechanical or electrical jobs or running the plant or plastics engineering or for that matter any sort of engineering in Nepal. So we have to rely on Indian manpower who we have to call from India and make them stay here, which in an Indian plant would probably just go to the plant every day and leave for home every day. So the fooding and lodging expenses of that person is basically needs to be handled by the local manufacturer here, which is not the case in India or any other place, I would say.
So it is there is some difference between other countries and Nepal manufacturing. So what kind of message you want to give it to the local manufacturers or local Nepal people, and what message you want to give it to the global machine manufacturers or the service support manufacturers and companies who want to export to or invest to Nepal?
So I would like to tell the Nepali consumer especially that, buy Nepali products, local products, made in Nepal products, to support local industries. You have to believe that we as Nepalese, we don't have to feel sorry for the manufactured products that we have, because Nepal produces international scale quality products now. And it is a wrong notion that anything Nepali would be of bad quality. I think it's just the opposite, because Nepalese are hardworking and very quality conscious people. And as that, we believe that the trust that we need from local Nepali consumers in Nepali product needs to increase. And I would humbly request that we have to push and willfully buy Nepali products in the future. For the global industry, I would like to say that Nepal has immense potential. The growth it has to offer for the next 8 to 10, 15 years would be immense, owing to being the power surplus country, and the electricity, the power being cheap in Nepal, cheaper than Nepal, the labor being economical, uh, the infrastructure getting better in the future. So the investment that the government is doing in the infrastructure sector is also going to drive the growth for the building materials industry in the future. So for them to invest in Nepal would be a very good time, and a very opportune time for them to look at Nepal as a good market for importing products from here, as well as exporting or setting up units in Nepal. Thank you.
Mr. Abhinav, thank you so much for your valuable time, and the insight of Nepal market is wonderful. There is going to be a growth expected. You can see the growth in Nepal. Come and invest and expand your horizon in Nepal. And I'm sure that it is going to change the global scenario of manufacturing industry in Nepal. Thank you so much for joining us at Modern Plastics TV Live. We wish you all the best.